Greetings, Earthlings. This is Martek. He is the imaginary alter ego of the Gatecrasher, more commonly known as LifeInATent. Martek began his existence as a teenage superhero, but has since become addicted to power, fame, and the adulation of a preteen audience. Sadly, Martek's addictions have led to the unprecedented corruption, the mass exploitation of slaves, and bouts of explosive tough guy rage. Many have challenged Martek, but none so far have managed to topple the crooked crusader despite his many Achilles heels. Say hello to Mr. Martek, LifeInATent, a guy who prefers to erase his entire track record that links the two names. To put the connection into perspective for the public eye to see, all that is required is a demonstration of his own videos. They look the same, don't they? Martek has reported himself under the name Brian Martin, as you can see. Not so long ago, the AOD encountered Brian's hostile responses, and he has ever since threatened allies of ours. Most of us have noticed a certain pattern in LifeInATent's way of responding on videos that expose him for what he has been doing in the past and lately. And he seems to be allergic to people who bust him on his work methods in the area of abuse. LifeInATent decided to bother users like V for Factor 2100 and had a long back and forth PM exchange with Dangerously Talented, who recorded his private message inbox, as you can see. In one of the messages he wrote to Dangerously Talented, he says that you can infect what others perceive as cheat the system. In this video, LifeInATent will be exposed for scam, fraud, possible steroid abuse, and the abuse of YouTube partnership. So allow me to take you to the abyss of scam world.
Mr. Martek is an intriguing person. Trailer park trash to some, superheroes to others, namely himself. His business endeavors reach as far back as 2006, when he set out to become billionaire CEO of two successful companies. He reached this goal in a record amount of time, roughly the length of time needed to write an online profile. He then proceeded to build a cash-gifting pyramid scheme empire and his own bank offering for purchase the mysterious X card. Both projects were said to be for the benefit of Martek's fellow Americans to bring them out of the financial crisis caused by the crash of major institutions. But the only problem was that both projects would only end up crashing the investments of his customers, and the only person who would end up benefiting was Martek.
All of this has been reported on Scam.com and heavily discussed, critically examined by skeptics, and still being strongly defended by Martek. Though it is rather strange that his twin brother Kevin revealed their history of FBI visits, while he himself did everything in his power to deny it on the forums of this website. Fun fact is that he's still defending the topic of cash gifting as he continues to scream that it is not a scam. How strange indeed. According to the Federal Trade Commission and the Attorney General of California, cash gifting is an illegal scam when it is operated as an organized program. An organized program like, for instance, any of LifeInATent's many online creations, Mr. Cash Gift University, Cash Gifting Twins, Getting Cash Online, Dangerous Cash Gifting, and many others. In a quest to transform himself into his superhero character and make up for years of being beat up as a skinny kid, Martek embraced steroids. Thrilled with the effects of the steroids, Martek learned to overcome his fear of needles and began self-administering his steroid injections. He advanced to dispensing do-it-yourself advice to other steroid enthusiasts on the message board, including step-by-step graphic descriptions and self-injection techniques, complete with photos of himself with his face all blurred out. He says you can feel the needle going into the butt fat and meat, but then you can also feel it when it hits the muscle. That's when you push a little more and presto, you are done. His advice came free, requesting only the love and admiration of his fellow adult board members in return. Unfortunately, his post omitted critical warnings, as he's known for being an asshole on forums. No one knows how he got banned exactly. We also couldn't find any information on his prescription for the anabolic steroids. We assume he did not have one.
After years of experience in uploading pyramid schemes and superhero animations to YouTube, Mr. Martek eventually decided to radically enhance his YouTube business endeavors, not unlike his artificial enhancement of his musculature. He began spamming the hell out of other users on YouTube in furtherance of his single-minded, unwavering goal: YouTube partnership. After being denied partnership several times, he enlisted the help of his friends, family, and sock accounts to bitch and whine in support of the money-grubbing faggot on YouTube help forums. Eventually, the moderators couldn't stand it anymore, and yes, the hard-earned partnership was won. Soon, mere partnership was not enough. He had to have more and more and more, and this required the purchase and enslavement of thousands of bot accounts to do his bidding. And similar to his prior steroids addictions, Mr. Martek quickly became addicted to these bots. They became an enticingly easy tool, not only for fraudulent self-promotion, but also for discrediting and punishing any opposition. Again, it was time to take things to a new level. His new weapons of choice became misleading thumbnails, misleading text, and leeching onto whatever happens to be the most popular topic of the day for his rambling videos, whether or not he knows anything about that topic or even cares. Eventually, he hit a goldmine: attacking 14-year-old children on the internet. For example, Eric Douglas, and instigating subscribers to cyberbully them on a massive scale. The scamming artistry continued, this time by concocting and launching false accusations about other more popular users like Boxy and Coppercab. This was in the desperate jealous hope that manufacturing controversy would somehow increase his own popularity.
Now that LifeInATent was a partner, he had special features available to him on YouTube. One of these features is blocking your own content for copyright and disabling the view count of your own videos. Our contact informed us that he would immediately block an uploaded video to hide it, and while it was hidden, he would apply VoteBots to the video to enhance his view counts and thumb ups. When the enhancement is finished, he makes the video public, with a significant head start on views and thumb ups. This process takes time, so one of the telltale marks is that when the video finally appears to the public, the timestamp shows it as being half an hour old or more. On the 16th of February, LifeInATent uploaded a video entitled "Welcome Aboard Campers." I managed to grab the link of this video before it was pulled behind the scenes with a copyright block to hide it from public view. Because of this, both I and our contact were able to record LifeInATent getting caught in what he calls a YouTube glitch. We monitored the activity on LifeInATent's hidden video for the first 38 minutes it was online. During that time, we observed a thumb-up rating behavior on the video. These thumb-ups simply shouldn't have happened to a video that was blocked to the public. It exceeded 100 ratings, and when it stopped, the video was still blocked. After a while, LifeInATent for some reason chose to remove it instead and re-upload the same video. Here you can see the two different URLs of the original and the re-uploaded videos. YouTube began server maintenance shortly after the second video was uploaded. During such maintenance, view counts and adding ratings are often disabled. This may have been the glitch that LifeInATent was referring to. The video was left with a low rating count, at least a low rating count by LifeInATent standards. This created a problem for LifeInATent since the re-uploaded video would have a significantly lower vote count and would look suspicious to YouTube monitors. To camouflage the low rating count, LifeInATent disabled the ratings on the video and commented on the video to inform his campers about the glitch. 3 days later, on the 19th of February, LifeInATent announced that his Ask Liat video would go live in the next hour. Again, our contact and I waited for the link to appear before being copyright blocked. Unfortunately, we missed that moment, but when the video finally appeared, it had already been uploaded for 47 minutes, according to the timestamp. When it appeared to the public, it had a head start of 143 thumb-ups. If you are interested in seeing the entire raw recordings, there are links in the down bar. My contact recorded it too, and he managed to record the moment the video had 1375 views and 709 thumb-ups. That's over 50% of the viewers giving it thumb ups. By comparison, no regular YouTubers have videos that get over 50% votes of the amount of views. For example, on most of Thunderfoot's videos, only a mere 4% bother to give it a rating, and Coughlin616 and The Amazing Atheist get a relative rating less than 10% of the view count. Interestingly enough, I've been informed about the location of LifeInATent's VoteBot network, and they all have a very intriguing route of a connection. What's more interesting is when LifeInATent noticed that people were starting to be aware of his VoteBot abuse, and we noticed that one of his most interesting forum posts got removed by the owner of the topic. Fortunately, we noticed this and managed to record it using the cache of Google. The link is down below, so if you can video capture it before the cache changes, you would be a great service in support of evidence. Brian has registered his account under the name Martech. In addition, you can find a post of Martech on the forum of the beta version. Again, a link of this is below. Indeed, I have found the truth of all the claims, as well as making an archive of recordings and video captures that review a VoteBot abuse. LifeInATent is a channel with almost 70,000 subscribers and with some videos containing a view count less than 6,000. Coughlin616 has a subscriber base of 17,000 at least, and an average view count of around the 10,000. Now what is it that is going to make me prove the theory that Brian Martin, known as LifeInATent, is guilty of using VoteBot software to accomplish the boost of his partnership income? It all returns to Martech, who originally started this business he calls Cheat the System.
Wow.